On the 28th of May 2026, Assam made history. The Assam Legislative Assembly passed the Uniform Civil Code, and with that, Assam became the first state in Northeast India to implement one common civil framework for all non-tribal citizens. But is the UCC curbing rights of common citizens? Why is it such a massive political issue? And how are we calling it one of the biggest social reform laws in modern India? Let's break this down. The idea of a uniform civil code is not new. It is written directly into the Constitution of India under Article 44. The Constitution says that the state should work toward one common civil law for all citizens. That means laws related to marriage, divorce, inheritance, adoption, and succession should eventually become equal for everyone, regardless of their religion. But after independence, India continued with separate personal laws for different communities: Hindus, Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, and everybody. Over time, this created major inequalities, especially for women, and this is where the problem began. When personal laws become unequal, citizens become unequal before the law. The biggest victims of this system were women. Women were abandoned without proper legal divorce. They were denied inheritance, they were trapped in exploitative marriages, and had no legal protection in live-in relationships. The Uniform Civil Code exists to correct this fundamental imbalance. The Uniform Civil Code focuses on four major areas. First, under the new law, no person can legally enter into multiple marriages at the same time. Violations can attract punishment under the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita with imprisonment extending up to 7 years. However, existing polygamous marriages remain legally protected. The law only bans future polygamous marriages after enforcement. This becomes a major step towards gender justice. Second, the law creates uniform marriage rules. The minimum marriage age remains 21 for men, 18 for women. The Civil Code, however, prohibits marriages within 37 categories of close blood relationships. This creates a legal standard across all communities. Third, all marriages and divorces must now officially be registered within 60 days. Live-in relationships must also be registered within 30 days. While the opposition has labeled this as state surveillance, in reality, this is about legal protection. Why? Because women in unregistered live-in relationships often struggle to claim maintenance, inheritance rights, or legal recognition. The law also gives legitimacy to children born from live-in relationships. That means those children cannot be treated as legally invisible. Fourth, equal inheritance rights for women. The Assam government says inheritance discrimination has existed across multiple personal law systems for decades. The new framework attempts to create equal succession rights irrespective of religion. The bill also introduces strict punishment for forced marriages, fraudulent marriages, child marriages, concealment of previous marriages, and unlawful divorce practices. Fraudulent marriages can attract imprisonment of up to 7 years. This is the biggest crackdown on child marriage, one of the most politically significant events for modern India. While the opposition continues to spread rumors about the UCC curbing cultural autonomy, viewers must be aware that tribal communities have been completely exempted from UCC. This is critical for a state like Assam, where over 200 tribal and indigenous communities exist. Most have their own customary laws, traditional governance systems, and community practices. The Assam UCC protects all of that. Both hill tribes under the 6th schedule and plain area tribes are exempted. The law is not a blunt, one-size-fits-all imposition. Instead, it is a customized Assam model designed specifically for the Northeast. While the opposition argues that the law targets only Muslims, the truth stands that it applies equally to all non-tribal communities, whether they are Hindus, Muslims, and Christians. Moreover, religious rituals themselves remain untouched. Festivals, ceremonies, or religious customs. It only creates one civil legal framework for matters like marriage, divorce, and inheritance. The UCC in Assam is more than just a legal reform. It is an ideological statement. Secularism cannot mean different legal rights for different citizens. Equal citizenship requires equal civil laws. The UCC is a constitutional reform centered around women's rights, legal uniformity, and social modernization. With the application of the UCC, Assam will turn out to be a model for the other states of India.